Hello, bonjour, buongiorno, namaste, konnichiwa. What more in your language? Guten Morgen, and so many. Salamat. Namaste. What is the meaning of namaste? Have you ever thought about it? Because now it's many times we are meeting with the namaste, so the hands together with the thumbs towards the heart. So what is the meaning of namaste? Do you know it? I see you. From my heart, I see you. I acknowledge you. I see your soul. From my soul, it is why we put the fingers like this, from soul to soul. And I bow to you, to your soul, to the presence within. Namaste again. And then I'm asking, how are you? How are you? Yeah, I'm good, I'm fine. How are you? But to whom am I asking, how are you? Am I asking this to your mind, to your ego, to your intellect? How is your body feeling? Or namaste, I'm asking, how are you? From spirit to spirit. Yes. So today we have another one of the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, Svadhyaya. Svadhyaya means self-study. Wow. The name of it, the name is Svadhyaya, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Today we are at the number 4. Remember? Cleanliness, sausha, santosha, contentment. The third is tapas. Today we are at the 4 of the niyamas. Svadhyaya. So let's have a conversation, you and me. All the time I want you to be part of the learning, the teachings, the together studies, because somehow we study together. You study through me, I studied through the books, or I study with the guru. I learn from my family, from my parents, from the teacher I had at school, from life, from cutting myself, from having fear, from eating something too much spicy, touching something too much cold, that my fingers stayed trapped in it. Yeah, it happened. Where I'm coming from, it's very ice in winter. If you have dry hands and you put your fingers on the ice, you cannot remove them. They stick on the ice. You can see sometimes with the ice from the fridge. It happens. You put it in your mouth and or the ice cream, Not the creamy ice cream, but the one with water. You put it in your mouth and then you open the mouth and the ice cream is just standing there. It happened. What else we experience life? Through what? Boyfriend, girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, marriage life. We learn about ourselves, and then the years are passing, and do I get all the knowledge of life? No way. And I hardly believe there is one guru who has all the knowledge. One shaman who knows all the plants in the Amazonia. Even the aborigines, the wise aborigines from Australia, I don't believe they know everything. Even the Chinese doctors or Ayurvedic doctors. You cannot know everything. But we know something. Do you know something? Yes. So how do you use it in your daily life? My guru once told me, more knowledge you have, the easiest you will live, the more healthy you will live, in peace within you will live. Because when things start to happen, they happen all the time. How do I face them? How do I deal with problems? With what solutions? If I have more solutions, it's easier to face the problem, right? But then you have to see what solutions also, because we have then classified different kind of solution for each one who create his own philosophy of life. You have your philosophy of life, I have mine, he has his, my father has his one. Do we fit, you and me, with the same philosophy of life? Are your understanding of life same that I have? I don't believe. I really believe is no way, because we are all individual souls with a personal understanding of everything. Some people understand better than others. At school you have the clever students, the boy. I'm number one, at the class, because I'm easy to grab the information. My IQ is very high, and I born like this maybe, or because I had very knowledgeable family who slowly explained to me already, about calculation, some word of English, they teach me how to read, really to read, not to read a little bit and then I'm tired or I don't understand. No, just go through the lecture together with an explanation after about what I'm reading. My parents, maybe they give me some information about the readings. So we are all different. You study, I study. Some people cannot study because maybe they have dyslexia, maybe they have nervous system very alterated, like very vata problem, the mind cannot concentrate. It's very difficult to find one direction and to keep the focus on this. So when they read, the dyslexic people, when they read, they're like this, they read, and then you ask, can you tell me what you've been reading? I have no clue. It happened to me because I'm strongly dyslexic, and when I was young, I remember, I've been traumatized by my teacher because she was playing with me in front of other kids, Hi Walter, can you read? Yeah, I read, and then what did you understand? With the pressure, not only because it's already difficult, it was difficult for me to read and to understand because of dyslexia. In addition to this, the teacher put pressure on me, so really, it was a nightmare. And other people, they just take the book, they read, and then, yeah, I understand this and that. Okay, thank you. You will have a 6. We had 6 from 1 to 6 at school. So now I'm talking to you, right? I'm talking, and let's talk about, something not too much deep, very superficial, Or let's tell stories that have no sense, making jokes, which is completely fine for this, for the smile. Remember the video before, to smile makes the heart smiling, makes kind of happiness inside, you know, the laughing yoga we have. Make a good joke, please, just go for it. I will, with my friend, just listen to you and make the jokes. I have friends that make jokes all the time. And it seems that after a while, when it's not the right time, in the right moment, because I want to dig deep inside of me, I don't want to step too much in jokes. It's nice for the smile, but I have to do something. I have to go in a little bit. So what is this going in? What is the relationship with Svadhyaya? The self-study, the self-inquiry, asking, who am I? This is the question of Svadhyaya. So let's sit again in a comfortable position, and we have some insight just to meditate on it. So relax your shoulders, back is straight, spinal cord is straight, relax your neck, face muscles relaxed, forehead and eyebrow relaxed, and connect your breath. And see what is your self-inquiry, self-investigation, self-knowledge of the who am I. Very nice. Grab your hands. Put your hands in front of your eyes. Open your eyes slowly. Remove your hands. Again, hand together for the real Namaste. This is the real Namaste. Now I'm really connecting to you. From soul to soul, from spirit to spirit, from deepness to deepness, from higher consciousness to higher consciousness, in the deep layers of our being. So I bow to you and I say, Namaste. I honor the person that you are. I acknowledge you. I see you. How can I see you out of physically? I'm asking. How do you see people? We understand people also by hearing what they are saying. What are they saying? By the movement, the physical expression, how they behave, the gesture, the face, how the face is looking like, you know. So many ways of interpretation a person. By the smell, by the five senses basically. You can touch a person, you can smell, see, hear, feel a person. And what usually we do when we observe around us, we judge. Yes, because we have an intellect. You remember, we have the fourth mind. The manas, the chitta, the amkara and the buddhi. So we use our intellect to judge, to analyze, to understand, to give a color of it, to give a name to it, to give an appreciation to it, to define something, to remember and to identify that thing, that person, that voice with a memory that we have. And then we bring the memory, we rely to the memory, and we bring something new, or we just copy it and you say, oh, you, again, I don't want to see you. Or I don't like this music, but I love this cake. I know it because from my chitta, my memory, I remember that this cake has something hidden inside. The cream of coconut inside of the chocolate. Wow, this looks very good. So we all the time judging outside, because we need it, You go at the crossing road, there is the red light and green light. Green light is coming, but do you trust all the time, or you look a little bit? You never know. Right? Maybe a distracted person with a car, smoking or just listening to music or whatever, looking to the legs of his girlfriend. And so, it's better to be attentive, to be alert, like the snake. Snake is not tense. When the snake is up like that, I saw it, in the desert in Mexico. I was walking completely desert, and I saw he was there, moving his tail, like this. Wow! So the guy stayed there like this because I watched him. I had to pass nearby. I was thinking, what I do? I go back or I pass by, because it was not so big, to pass. So I watched him, and it's like this. And in India, when they speak about the snakes, they say snake is not stressed, is not tense, is alert, which is very different. To be alert and to be tense, they're very different. So I'm here with the snake, and I lost track of what I was saying. Yes, to be alert in life. You want to cross the road, so you're alert. You're alert, you judge, you smell, you feel, you try to understand, you go back to the memory to identify. So we make many stories with our mind. Our mind is continuously doing things, Okay, but the mind, where it goes according to the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Where Patanjali wants us, where he wants to take us through the teachings. Where? Self-study, self-inquiry. So how? We have 5 bodies. We speak about it already. The 5 koshas. Annamaya kosha is my physical body. Pranamaya kosha is my etherical, pranic, energetical body. Manomaya kosha is the mind. Vijnanamaya kosha is the higher intellect, who can discriminate things, analyzing and bringing a higher knowledge on it. And then we have Anandamaya kosha is the spiritual body. So it seems that Patanjali wants to take us in the 4th of the koshas. Vijnanamaya kosha, or Gnanamaya kosha, Jnana yoga, the study. Gnana yoga means study. Vijnanamaya kosha means the higher intellect who want to study something deeper, wants to go into the scriptures. That a spiritual man wrote. Wow! We entering deeply into spirituality now, into deep studying. You and me now, we are entering in the world of Vijnanamaya kosha, Gnana yoga, higher understanding, higher knowledge of life, deep thought from an enlightened person, an enlightened guru, a master who wrote through the higher understanding. And maybe just receiving the information, canalizing the information from the divine, from the higher knowledge, put it into paper and giving it to you 2000 years after. Patanjali, 2000 years after, European, American, Indian are opening the books of Yoga Sutras of Patanjali again in India. Foreigners came to India, took the book of the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, and now we are many of us, white skin or whatever, South American, a little bit darker skin, Africans coming to India, whatever. We go to India, we take the knowledge and we bring into our place. And what knowledge we take? The knowledge of Svadhyaya. Who am I? The question is, who am I? Okay. Who am I? What is my body? Okay, let's go to the first body. Anandamaya Kosha. This is my physical body. But I was not looking like this when I was 20 years old, and now I'm 45, and my body is changing. Yes. And 45 is still okay. Look when he's 60 or 70. Because up to 60, if you take care of your body, I mean, taking care means what I eat, how do I train the body, how I keep the body. It is why we have yoga. Of course, if I work hard with heavy weight like a Sudra, remember the forecast of India, the Sudras are the workers, the one who sweat, the one who have to carry, If you work like this for many years, of course you get to 60, 65 years old, your body, or even before, your joints, your back, your knees, and especially if you work on cold weather outside and not in an office with air condition, or which is not good, or with heaters. No, you are outside with 10 degrees or 5 degrees Celsius or with 40 degrees. So of course your body starts to deteriorate. The body becomes vata by the time. We born as a kapha, Ayurveda, Tridosha we are talking. We born as a kapha, we live our life as a pitta, and then we die as a vata, like a dry branch of a tree, We born like a kapha, like a baby full of liquid and mucus, so we are like this soft skin and everything, then we grew, we start to grow and make long arms, legs, and long hair and everything, and we are full power with pitta, when we are teenagers, young, and we live our life completely dynamic and everything, with the fire of pitta inside, I want to conquer the world. Manipura, the energy of Mars, this is the energy of Mars. This is how do I live my life with my super ego, And I'm born with this bubble of these two planets, just to let you know, this planet and this planet are kapha planet, Moon and Venus. And then we die like vata. We die like this, dry, like the branch of the tree. The leaves get yellow and then start to fall. And the tree slowly of being like this, go like this, like this, like this, getting dry, no water inside, no life, and then the branch breaks, come on the floor, and then with the rain and with everything, with the termites, small animals, they eat, and then you disappear completely. This is our body. So Svadhyaya is related to my physical body. How to keep it in a strong shape, healthy, flexible. So easy. You go into asana, the third of the 8 limbs of the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, is related to asana. Asana means yoga posture. You know what is asana. To understand our body, made of flesh, made of tendons, made of bones, made of skin, made of capillaries, made of, cells and everything. And this body can be strong or very weak. By the food you eat, by the food we eat, by too much sun, by too much cold, by. Own study, self-study of my own prakriti, my own typology, constitution of my, am I vata pitta, pitta kapha, kapha vata, vata pitta, whatever. Own study, you study, I study my body to understand how it works. And through the posture of asana, I understand how my body works. Yes, phenomena. Asana, self-study, yoga postures. Can I stand on my head? Sirsasana. Can I go to Alasana? Can I do Ardha Matsyendrasana? Can I sit like this? Can I sit like that? Is my hips super closed? Can I open it? Am I tight in my back? Self-study. Then we go to Prana Maya Kosha, the second of the body, the etherical body. What is my energy? Why today I'm like this? And why tomorrow I'm like this? And why after 1 week I'm still like this? Because I have no energy. Because I'm not breathing. Have you ever saw people? They sit like this. How can you breathe? How can you breathe? How can you digest? Look, the posture I have. And if you can sit like this, otherwise they stay like this, They are in a meeting and they are like this, Now, bring 3 blocks under your ass, 1, 2, 3, and put your spinal straight, that you can open your lungs, open your diaphragm, and expand. Pranayama, the 4 of the 8 limbs of the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Pranayama, the control of the breath. Because now you are breathing, but you are not aware that you are breathing, because it's automatically inside of you. But pranayama means being aware of, I breathe 4, I keep 4, I exhale 4, I keep 4, inhale, I keep 4 and exhale. I'm conscious of my breathing. I want to bring an extra energy inside of me. I want to store energy, vital force, vital pranic energy, from the sun, Surya Namaskara. Sun is the one who gives energy. But we find energy in the food. It is related to Anamaya Kosha, to the physical body, which is I'm food. What I eat, I become. I eat banana, I become a banana. Yes. No? So according to, because they are not separate, the 5 bodies, they work together. So what I eat, it gives me this amount of energy inside. Okay, let's check. Then you check the Mana Maya Kosha, the mind. What are my emotions? Am I blocked in here in the solar plexus? Like this, I cannot breathe. Huh? Expand. Am I afraid of everything? When I walk into a room or a meeting, I'm all the time, feeling this guy and feeling that guy, and I felt everything, and I get out from there, I stayed 2 hours there, and I'm completely fluctuating my mind, because my emotions are not centered, because my mind is not focused, because I'm not trained to understand my emotion, to keep the protections, because we can, in yoga, find some hand position to protect ourselves, or through visualization, to create at 1 palm distance of your physical body, you create the lightened body, and then you create another one which is bigger, but this is not the topic of today, but it is there in the teachings. Svadhyaya, understand your pranic body by digging deep into how can I protect myself from all the people's energy, how can I release them out of me, and how can I play with my energies, Reiki, magnetism, and everything. Then we go Mano, the energy, which is related to emotions and energy. We are in between the second and the third. So how can I manage my energy? Through a strong protection of my energy. How can I manage my emotions? Through the balance of my energy, the understanding of my energy. Emotion are related to the mind. The way I think, what I think is super important. Svadhyaya, self-study. Today I read a chapter on Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. And maybe I read a little bit more, and I have this understanding, wow, this is amazing teachings. And from this I sit a little bit, I just meditate, and I enter in the knowledge, I enter in the understanding of what are the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, why there is ahimsa, non-violence. Should I be violent today? Should I be violent to myself by indulging in too much exercise or too much sex, too much food, whatever thing? Or I'm possessive, possessiveness, I want this, I want that, I'm attached, desires, pleasures, money, success, and this is what I want. Maybe I read the book again, because I was a little bit out, too much on materialism, too much on desires, attachment, possessiveness, fighting with this, fighting with the other one, and start to lie. Satyam, say the truth to yourself first of all, and then you completely forgot about sausha, to clean your mouth, to do the exercises, Wait. I want to read a little bit more, because this is calming my mind. Oh, thank you for having this understanding. Svadhyaya, understanding how to release the emotions, not to be too much in touch with the desires. I want this. I want exaltation inside of me. I want the orgasm of buying something new again. But it doesn't last long, this orgasm of, yeah, I got it, I bought it, I got it. But the day after is like, to live with friends who are stealing, thieves, or violent people, or people who eat constantly, or people who complain all the time, or people who are gossiping all the time, just sitting and looking and criticizing, every person is passing by. If I sit with you, that you're criticizing all the time, I sit every day with you, after a while, I will also, look at this, yeah, you're right, yeah, and you start to play the game, and you start to fall down into tamasic energy. Tamasic energy, rajasic energy, and sattvic energy. Sattvic is the higher understand, the higher sattvic energy is like the yogis following the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. The rajasic energy is the one I want to conquer the world. I don't care of you, I just want to make business, and maybe I want you to work for me, and I want to have 3 partners and building more houses and going for it. Yeah. Dynamism in my mind that I want to possess and control. And then you have this tamasic energy that is related to this, criticizing all the time. Oh, this, look at this, blah, blah, look at that, look. It's very, very, very low energy, tamasic energy. So do you want to stick with people like this? Or if you have the chance, you sit next to the Guru. Next to the Guru, Guru will not behave like this. Guru, not criticizing, not judging, not gossiping, being inside, observing, stay alert, how to support you, how to help you, how to guide you, because you came to the foot of the Guru with humbleness, asking, Guru, can you guide my life? Can you remove darkness? Can you remove avidya? Avidya means the ignorance, because we don't know. They haven't taught us at school about higher knowledge to understand our bodies. And this we come to the fourth of the four bodies: physical, energetical, mental, emotion, and now we are to Vijnana Maya Kosha, the higher understanding, the higher analytical, the one who study. So I'm next to the Guru and I'm recognizing that I have ignorance. I'm sitting next to him and I'm waiting that he removes. Guru means removing darkness and ignorance to the youngest or olders. Because it's not because you grow old that you grow wise. You can grow very in darkness, in ignorance, because you haven't taken the book. You haven't read it deeply to understand, and you haven't recognized that I'm very violent with my words. I really should go to the first of the yamas of Patanjali, non-violence, and stop screaming to people. Wow, this book is just a revelation for me. I don't want it, I don't care. Hey, you! Because it needs surrounding. It needs removing the ego of the son. It needs to recognize that I was wrong and I was wrong all my life. Shit. Oh, I die. The 8th house in astrology, the 12 houses of the Indian astrology, the 8th house is the death of the ego, related to Saturn. Saturn is humbleness. It's painful to recognize that I was all the time cheating, criticizing people, But today I want to go towards the old years of my life, embracing God, slowly, slowly, being in touch with the spirit who lives inside of me. Namaste. I bow. I surrender to your spirit. You surrender to mine. I see you. You see me. You start to speak to people. I see you. When we speak together, we don't speak only about the superficiality of life. Yeah, today is good weather. Yeah, it's nice weather. Yeah, it's very hot. Yeah, it's very hot. Okay, how are you? Well, yeah, everything is okay. Yeah. Could we sit a little bit more? Okay, it's hot. It's fine. Can we sit? I have this inside of me. I need to share it with you, because I cannot keep it anymore inside of me, and I have to tell it to you. Are you able to listen to me? So, not to enter in fight, in ego fight. Why are you telling me this? Why you're observing this to me like this? I'm not like this. Wait. I haven't said you are like this. I'm just feeling something that it's hard for me to stay next to you when you become like, or when you are acting like this. Sorry, 1 second. I'm back. Sorry for the little, I had a technical problem again. So I was talking about, yes, it's hard for me to stay next to you because I need to speak to you. So let's play the game. I give it to you, this shamanic stick, and you speak. Then I take it and I listen to you. And then I take it, and please, now you listen to me and I speak. And we play this game. Like this, we listen to each other. And we don't both speak, blah, 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 blah. It's only screams, insults, nobody's listening, we don't get to any point, and then we split because we tired of being stupid, and we split. And you say, fuck you, or whatever. We'll talk about it another time. Svadhyaya. Svadhyaya is going into deep understanding of how to listen to a person, how to understand another person, because I understand myself, because I've been through shit. I had to remove shit of my life, emotions, past memory, conflictive thoughts that I grew up with, because I'm born in that place. I had this kind of education. I had no education actually in a spiritual path. I had nothing to follow. Or if they wanted to follow something, they wanted me to follow something, it was imposed, like harsh. You have to do like this. You have to pray to God every day. You don't know why, but you have to pray to God every day and be a good person every day, But they don't explain it how it works. It's not only from the mind. We have emotions, energetical body, physiological body, physical body, and we have an intellect to understand the things. So we cannot impose anything to anyone. If the one doesn't want to take the book and read about it, you cannot force anyone. You can give a book. I offer to you the book, but then you read or you don't read it, it looks like I did it, I came toward you. And the guru, if you can meet him face to face, is much better. We said it before. Because guru speaks through his own knowledge. Because somehow, in a meditative state, he got enlightened. He got in touch with God. He understood the creation. He understood that we are here just passing by. That you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are not the emotions. You're just experiencing life temporarily, physically and emotionally. It's temporarily. It's not infinite. It's not forever. While the guru would say, the Jivatman who lives inside of you, the entity who lives inside of you, the soul or spirit, how you want to call it, this one is eternal. And this one is the one who goes to the cinema, sit in the cinema and watch the movie. And is watching himself, with all the dramas of the life, all the emotion and all the doubts and all the screaming and all the physical pain and all the mental pain, and I'm here. I'm the seer. I'm the witnesser of my bodies. But I'm not all this. I'm just observing. But we need to live in these bodies. So then all the bodies comes here, and we forgot about the one who is watching. And we become again, I have pain in here. I have a urge of sexual pleasure. Am I going to masturbate today? I'm not. Am I feeling guilty if I masturbate? Or should I watch some porn before to masturbate? Or blah, blah, blah. Or should I drink something because tonight I cannot sleep and I'm too much stressed, so should I smoke something? Why? Light is gone. But I think it's still okay. Many technical problems today. So Uh, yes, let's go to the 5 bodies. Let's go. Maybe I just move a little bit like this, that you can see me. I hope you see the board, but you have it before. If you want to see everything on the board, you come back and you make bigger screen. So because we are talking about yoga, yoga is the first step. The asanas is the first medicine. Is it? I'm asking, is it the first medicine? It's the medicine of every day. Every day doing a little bit of understanding our physical body, releasing some pain from our hips. There's a lot of tension in the hips, so much tension in my neck, so much tension in here I cannot digest, you know. What you cannot digest, food or mental thoughts. They are going together. But then you go back to the niyamas and you say, wow, so much to do every day that I don't have time to lose anymore by watching football or by just listening to, useless music that just take me to dreams and remembering and to melancholy and to this, or this hardship music like just to remove something. Very good. You can do once, twice as a therapy. You put the music for 3 hours, you just scream and with the darkness, you put everything dark in your house, and you go mad for 3 hours. Perfect. You release everything, physically, emotionally, all that darkness that one has inside. So play dark music once, not every day. You don't have to go in that state every day. Yoga Sutras of Patanjali speaks about Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is the divine song and singing to the gods, singing the creation, singing the relationship with the stars, singing Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritadgamaya. We went through this mantra in the last video, but there is plenty of it. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namo. Recognizing that Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva are there. There is a God of creation, there is a God who sustains the universe, and there is the God of death and destruction. Like we live, we born, we live and we die. Cycles of life. So by reading, if you have not the chance to be by the Guru, by reading, you say, wow. You read a little bit and then you close your eyes and into the meditation, you sink it. You make it truth. You make it alive. By doing this, you're replacing something harsh, a tendency of obsession in my mind, a tendency of getting lost or illusioned in the daily life, those thoughts that brings us in places that we don't like to be, like Rahu, very obsessive energy, going back and turning like a deep black hole, turning around. I cannot get out from depression, cannot get out from bad thoughts, or this, all the time getting in the world of fantasy and dreaming and staying there for hours, just doing nothing and being out of the body, being out of the centeredness, the steadiness of the mind, and the mind just like this. And then when you come back to you cannot walk outside because it's like a ghost walking, I've been so much in outside of everything, like the snake. The snake knows about where is it's moving. The animal, the wolves, in the night, they walk in the forest, and they see in the night, and they say the wolf, they see in between the parallel world, and there is the shamanic animals there, that they feel the ground, they know, they listen, they feel and everything. So we the same have to do it, being aware what we are doing. If we walk without the head, too much stoned all the time, in that bubble, how can you be connected to your deep inner self? And not only this, you are completely disconnected to your physical body, because when you don't do exercise every day, when you like this every day, and then you have to help somebody lifting some weight or do some exercises because it's needed. Oh my God. Yes, you just went up 100 stairs because you went for a hike with some friends, and you had to visit a temple on top of a mountain. It is 100 stairs, and you go up, you're completely exhausted, because you was not expecting 100 stairs to go up, So why not to keep the physical shape, physical heartbeat, in a good shape? This is also writing. Guru is taking and is writing. Is reading. So gurus are taking the books, if they're not really gurus, like I'm, taking the book, and I'm telling you the stories through stories of the teaching, and I'm trying to do my best in here, to make you understand what is Svadhyaya through my own knowledge, from my own experience, that I've been close to gurus, I had books to read, and I took time to do yoga. I try to be like, my words are perfect and not criticizing and judging, not possessing too many things, not being greedy, sharing things with you, with others, and saying the truth to myself, not be violent to myself, not be too much possessive. Like if I have knowledge, I give it to others. If I have time, I go to others' place to help and sustain them. If I have knowledge, I give the knowledge to other person because I feel it fair to do it like this. So you follow the yamas. And then the niyamas, I try to be clean in myself, not eating or abusing with alcohol. I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm not abusing in all sort of food. I try to eat regularly the same food that are not exciting me, that are not bringing me this tiredness. So I check, how to manage. I do yoga a little bit. I massage myself. I put oil on my joints because I'm Vata, and I need to lubricate the joints of my body, I do the Shanka Prakshalana. We spoke about it, drinking many liters of water with salt to clean up my intestine, and then to introduce some oil by the anus to lubricate all my system, from inside. I use Ayurveda, the understanding of Vata, Pitta and Kapha. I try to understand how with the weather should I go out, what should I wear, and the wind is very bad for me. So, these are the teachings of the Tridosha, the Triguna, and Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. We speak about this. It's so many things that gurus have written that we can use to feel better. So it is not true that this life is shit. It is not true that we're living in a world of only egoism and materialism. It is not true. We have the medicine. But this medicine is hidden because some of them have it. Some books. Look how many books there is. Look how many. Despacito, Despacito, the song. Despacito. He has 7 billion views on YouTube. 7 billion is the #1 in the world. Most view YouTube. But go into music. Whatever music you go, you click, millions of views. But then you go to the real gurus who has YouTube videos and you find 10,000, 100,000, 7,000. It's not much view, it's not much clicked. No, because the people they still like more that part than this one of the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. So this one is coming, start to blossom, slowly is coming back. And the other one will slowly reduce, but will stay very strong. But this is growing, so I'm asking, where you want to be? In here? Or blossom inside of you by the understanding and taking care of yourself, taking care of your emotion, your mind, sleeping good in night, waking up like, wow, I'm grateful, thank you for this life. I want to experience it again today. Instead of it's your choice, it's my choice. I decided to follow this, your choice. Each one choice. We all have the choice. We all have the karma that we can open that small door, put the head in it, and see what is vast and broad space to change our life, to change our internal system and understanding, right? This is Svadhyaya. Into my eyes. Let's sit with the back straight, shoulders are relaxed, deep inhalation. Let's feel it. One more deep breathing. Wrap your hands in front of your eyes. Open your eyes. Remove your hands. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a beautiful Svadhyaya, self-study, to have peace inside and being in touch with your Atman. Bole Baba ki Jai. Ciao.